Hi there. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that I think is incredibly important, especially as we grow older, and that's how to stay mentally sharp as you age. Whether you're here because you want to keep your memory strong, improve your focus, or simply enjoy life to the fullest, this video is for you. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why? Or struggled to remember someone's name during a conversation? Maybe you've noticed it takes longer to learn new things than it used to. If any of that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. These are all normal parts of aging. But here's the good news. While our brains do change with time, there's so much we can do to protect and even enhance our cognitive health. Cognitive health isn't just about avoiding diseases like Alzheimer's or dementia. It's about thriving every day. It's about staying curious, connected, and capable. Think about it. When your mind feels sharp, everything else follows. You make better decisions, enjoy deeper relationships, and find joy in learning new skills. And honestly, who doesn't want that? So today we're going to explore 7 proven brain-boosting habits that will help you maintain your mental edge as you age. We'll talk science, share real-life stories, and give you practical tips you can start using right away. By the end of this video, my hope is that you'll feel inspired and empowered to take control of your brain health. Let's get started. Understanding the aging brain. What science tells us. Before we jump into the actionable tips, let's take a moment to understand what happens to our brains as we age. Because knowledge is power, right? As we grow older, certain changes occur naturally in the brain. For example, the hippocampus, the part responsible for forming new memories, can shrink slightly over time. This might explain why recalling names or details becomes harder. Additionally, blood flow to the brain decreases, which can affect processing speed and multitasking abilities. And yes, those senior moments are real. They happen because the connections between neurons slow down. But, and this is a big but, these changes aren't inevitable or irreversible. Research shows that the brain has an incredible ability called neuroplasticity. That means it can adapt, rewire, and form new connections throughout our lives. In fact, studies suggest that engaging in mentally stimulating activities, eating well, exercising regularly, and staying socially active can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline. One landmark study published in the journal Neurology followed nearly 2,000 adults over several decades. It found that people who adopted healthy lifestyle habits had a 60% lower risk of developing dementia compared to those who didn't. Isn't that amazing? Your choices today can shape your brain's future. So now that we know the science behind it, let's move on to the fun part, the 7 habits that will keep your brain sharp and vibrant. Habit number 1. Prioritize physical exercise. Let's start with one of the most powerful tools for brain health, physical exercise. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I'm not exactly training for a marathon. And that's okay. Even moderate activity makes a huge difference. Exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support its function. It also stimulates the release of chemicals called growth factors, which promote the growth of new neurons and strengthen existing ones. One study from the University of British Columbia showed that regular aerobic exercise increases the size of the hippocampus, improving memory and learning. What kind of exercise should you aim for? Anything that gets your heart pumping. Walking, swimming, dancing, gardening, even Tai Chi are excellent options. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. And if you're worried about starting, don't be. Small steps add up. Try taking a 10-minute walk after meals or doing gentle stretches while watching TV. Here's a quick tip. Pair movement with social interaction. Join a local fitness class or invite a friend for a stroll. Not only will you reap the benefits of exercise, but you'll also nurture your social connections, which brings us to our next habit. Habit number 2. Stay socially connected. Loneliness is more than just a feeling. It's bad for your brain. Studies show that chronic loneliness can increase the risk of cognitive decline and depression. On the flip side, staying socially engaged keeps your mind agile and your spirits high. Think about it. Conversations challenge your brain. They require listening, processing information, responding thoughtfully, and often recalling past experiences. Plus, meaningful relationships provide emotional support, reducing stress levels that can harm brain health. How can you stay connected? Start small. Call a family member, join a book club, volunteer, or attend community events. Technology can also be a game changer. Platforms like Zoom or FaceTime allow you to connect with loved ones no matter where they live. Take Margaret, for instance. 82. She joined an online knitting group and discovered a whole new world of friendships. She says, "I never realized how much fun it would be to share patterns and stories with women from across the country. It keeps me sharp and happy." Remember, staying socially active doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party. Just a few quality interactions each week can work wonders. Habit number 3. Challenge your mind daily. If you want to keep your brain sharp, you need to use it or risk losing it. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities strengthens neural pathways and builds cognitive reserve, which acts like a buffer against age-related decline. The key is variety. Mix up your mental workouts just like you would at the gym. Puzzles, reading, playing musical instruments, or learning a new language are fantastic options. Apps like Lumosity or Elevate offer brain training games designed to boost memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. Meet George, a retired engineer who picked up painting in his 70s. He says, "At first, I was terrible, but I kept practicing and now I've sold a few pieces at local art shows. Learning something completely different gave my brain a fresh perspective." Don't underestimate the power of lifelong learning either. Many universities offer free or discounted courses for seniors. Audible books, podcasts, and documentaries are other great ways to feed your curiosity. Habit number 4. Eat a brain-healthy diet. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, it turns out that applies to your brain too. Certain foods are packed with nutrients that nourish your gray matter and protect it from damage. The Mediterranean diet is widely regarded as one of the best for brain health. Rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like fish, and healthy fats like olive oil. It reduces inflammation and supports overall brain function. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in salmon and walnuts, are particularly beneficial for memory and mood. Berries are another superstar food. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries contain antioxidants that combat oxidative stress, a major contributor to aging. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale are loaded with vitamins that support cognitive performance. On the flip side, try to limit processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive alcohol. These can impair brain function and increase the risk of conditions like diabetes, which negatively impact cognition. Pro tip: start simple. Swap white bread for whole grain. Snack on almonds instead of chips and aim to include at least one serving of fish per week. Every little bit helps. Habit number 5. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleep is non-negotiable when it comes to brain health. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins, consolidates memories, and repairs itself. Without enough rest, these processes suffer, leaving you foggy and forgetful. Unfortunately, sleep issues become more common as we age. Insomnia, frequent awakenings, and sleep apnea can disrupt the quality of your rest. But there are strategies to improve your sleep hygiene. First, establish a consistent bedtime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a relaxing pre-sleep ritual. Reading, meditating, or listening to soothing music can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Second, optimize your sleep environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows. Limit screen time before bed, as blue light interferes with melatonin production. Finally, stay physically active during the day. Regular exercise promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. Just avoid vigorous workouts within 2 hours of bedtime. Habit number 6. Manage stress effectively. Chronic stress is toxic to the brain. It triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, damages brain cells and impairs memory. Over time, unmanaged stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. The solution? Find healthy ways to manage stress. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises are scientifically proven to lower cortisol levels and improve focus. Spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, and pursuing hobbies you love can also work wonders. Consider Mary, a former teacher who started journaling in her 60s. She writes 3 things she's grateful for each night before bed. "It shifts my mindset," she says. "Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, I focus on the positives. It's made a huge difference in how I feel." Remember, stress management looks different for everyone. Experiment until you find what works for you. Habit number 7. Embrace a positive mindset. Scene returns to the cozy living room, with the host smiling warmly. Host, last but certainly not least, cultivate a positive mindset. Negative beliefs about aging, like assuming you'll inevitably lose your memory, can actually accelerate cognitive decline. Researchers call this the stereotype threat. When we internalize these stereotypes, we unconsciously fulfill them. Instead, adopt a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can improve with effort and practice. Celebrate small victories. Whether it's mastering a new recipe or remembering a grandchild's birthday without reminders. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with uplifting friends, read inspiring stories, and remind yourself of your strengths. You've lived through challenges before and you've come out stronger. Trust that you can do it again. Conclusion. Take charge of your brain health. And there you have it, 7 proven habits to keep your brain sharp as you age. From moving your body and nurturing relationships to feeding your mind and managing stress, these strategies are within reach for everyone. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean losing your mental edge. With the right habits, you can thrive mentally, emotionally, and physically. So I challenge you. Pick 1 or 2 of these tips to implement this week. Then build from there. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. Remember, you hold the power to shape your brain's future. Be kind to yourself, stay curious, and embrace the journey. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could use a little inspiration. Until next time, take care of your amazing brain and yourself.